Good evening, all of you. Welcome back once again. This is part number 10 of your 2023 question paper. And if you have not watched the previous parts, then it is highly recommended, highly requested for you. If you want your score to be better, if you want to clear the examination this time only, then get the nuances of this particular paper because PYQs are very much important. Okay, so much important. Okay, so we will start with this video in a unorthodox way. Okay, what we have been doing is 81 to 90, 71 to 80, 61 to 70, like that. Now in a unorthodox way, because this is the way how your paper is set, out of the box questions are coming in. So in this video we will start from question number 100 and we will move towards question number 91. Okay, all right. Before that, if you have not yet joined on the Telegram channel for the free materials, what you get over there, you get the CNF framework complete free books so that you can prepare very well for the examination because questions are directly coming from these books only, no matter whichever examination you are giving the entrance one. Okay, and if you don't believe, it's completely okay. Give the paper. Maybe next time you can believe that okay, the questions are coming from here only. Okay, so Telegram link is given in the description. You can join from there. And to boost your preparation, now the CMP membership is open. You can join in that, the yearly membership, and get all the best study materials and all those. Whatever you will get, it is for your betterment only. Okay, you will learn so much, you will have so much things to do, and a glimpse of that I will show you in this particular video as well. Now starting from, first of all, question number 100 says that the range of the scores 29, 3, 143, 27, 99. I guess approximately 60% of person or people will be able to do that, and 40% might not be able to do that. Why? Because this range topic you have studied in maybe 10th, 9th, 8th or 11th or 12th, whatever session you are going, I mean the class, standard 10th, 11th, 12th. Here you would have studied about the range and central tendency, mean, median and mode. Okay, and I can guarantee you that would have been the most boring topic of your life to study, to calculate all these things. Okay, if you are not interested. Okay, but it's just everything is so related. How I can be so sure that it is the most boring topic for you? That is why you are studying psychology today. Okay, if it would have been interested one, then you would have been giving for IITs and all those things. Okay, all right, jokes apart, the range of the scores 29, 3, 143, 2799. So whenever you will find these kind of thing, so what does it signifies or what does it mean? It means that what, this is a data set. Okay, this is a data set. Now from this data set, whenever you have to calculate the range, what you will do, you will take the simply take the highest number out of the data set, that is 143. I don't know why they have chosen this number, but it's okay. 143 and the smallest one. Okay, highest minus the lowest and the largest minus the smallest and the biggest minus the smallest. Okay, 143 minus 3. Okay, 29, 3, 27, 99. 3 is the smallest number. 143 minus 3, what gives you the answer? As the answer is coming as 140. Okay, so what is the correct answer over here? Question number 140. Okay, this is an easy one. You can easily score marks over here. And trust me, this question is never going to repeat again. And if it gets repeated, it's totally your good luck. Okay. Now moving forward, but yes, one thing is so sure that you need to calculate how to calculate the median. Okay, they can definitely give you to calculate median. They will give you a even set or odd set. Okay, which one is difficult? More difficult, where you have to calculate, arrange those two and all those things. That is IMP. Okay, so make sure that you know how to calculate mean, median and mode is easy. You have to just calculate the more number of things. Now if all the scores on examination, see, to answer these kind of question you need to understand or get in your head one thing properly, that is NPC. If you understood NPC properly, these kind of questions are so basic, and so you will feel that why they are asking even these. Just get the concept right in your head of your NPC. What are its assumptions and what are its requirements and all those things? Is it unimodal, bimodal? Is it asymmetric? It is bisymmetric? It is symmetric? It is mesocortic, leptocortic or platocortic? What is the cortosis? What is the skewness? What is the beta 1? What is the beta 2? Now if you know what is beta 1 and beta 2 in this particular, make sure that you watch the previous part number 9, where we have explored that thing. Okay, now just get into your head what is NPC. Now whenever you will see, if all the scores, what is signifies, they are talking about this only. Okay, on examination, whatever examination, geography, psychology, philosophy, whatever that can be, cluster around the mean. What, where is the mean in this NPC? This is the mean. Okay, in NPC only, in normal probability curve, in Gaussian curve, in your this unimodal thing or this symmetrical distribution, the mean, the median and the mode lies at the same place. Okay, this is the highest coordinate. I hope you know what is coordinate. Okay, this is the highest coordinate, and there it will lie mean, median, mode every time in your entire life. Okay, so whenever there is a question on NPC, make sure that you are thorough with this topic, that mean, median and mode always lie in this particular area. Okay, the dispersion is said to be, now what is dispersion? And if you would have attended assemblies someday, there they used to say disperse. Okay, what does disperse mean? Go back to your classes. Okay, so now the dispersion is said to be, what does disperse mean? To move away or to go away. Okay, now if this is a this thing and this is, if all the scores on examination cluster around the mean, so let's suppose 100 is a mean and all the scores are clustered around the mean, so these are clustered around over here. Now the dispersion is what it will be, small, large, normal or symmetrical. See, obviously symmetrical is never going to be answer. Normal, why we'll talk about that. So you are left with only small and large. Okay, so what do you think? If I say that you are standing over here, okay, you three guys are standing over here, and the command is over here that you have to disperse now to your class is over here. Okay, and now from here where you have moved is till here only. Okay, you have dispersed till here only. Okay, now you three are standing over here. So tell me, is it small, you have dispersed to a small area or to a large area? Obviously small area, and that is the right answer. Okay, if you would have moved till here, then it would have been said that the dispersion is large. Okay, you have covered large area, till here you have covered the small area. Okay, so now if you are having this NPC, wait, if you are having this NPC and this is your mean, median, mode always lie at the same place. Okay, this is asymptotic and this is symmetrical, bilateral symmetrical, and what? Yes, now the scores are here only. So tell me, the dispersion is small or large? Obviously small. If the scores like this, it means it is a large dispersion. Okay. Alright, so what is the correct answer over here? Option number 1, small. I hope you are getting these points and you are solving along with me as well. Okay, see why they have given normal, because the child might think, or the student who is giving this entrance might think, okay, they are talking about normal distribution or things like that. Okay, and see option number 3 and 4 talking about NPC only, normal probability distribution and symmetrical distribution. Okay, but you are smart. Now moving forward, question number 9898. See, one thing is for sure, that you have to study statistics. If you have want to clear this thing for your nfsu clinical psychology paper 2025, you have to study statistics, or 2026, whatever year. Make sure that you are good with statistics. Okay, not that much, but yes, 10 to 15 questions are definitely going to come again. Okay, so statistics should be good. Central tendency, what is SD, what is variance, don't worry, you're watching the video, we'll find out everything. The measurements of spread or scatter. See, again, the measurement of spread or scatter of the individual values around the central point is called. Now tell me, you are sitting in exam hall, and as soon as you read this statement, the measurement of spread or scatter of the individual values, what you will think of? Tell me, I just told you, whenever you find these kind of questions, scatter, scores or spread, distribution, what you will think? You will always think this bell-shaped curve. Okay, around the central point, what they want to say is again the mean, median, mode. This question is similar, question is same. Okay, just what you answered in 99, the answer is similarly going to be that only. Not similarly going to be, but exactly that is going to be the same answer. Okay, now if you have followed all the videos, the measurement of spread or scatter of the individual values, how is the value score over here, over here, over here, over here, over where the individual values are around the central point. Okay, that measurement is called as, see, what is skewness, you know already. What is kurtosis, you know already. What is the kurtosis for NPC? 0.263. Okay, 0.263. Now what is skewness? Skewness is 0. Obviously they are not talking about this thing, measure of skewness and measure of kurtosis. If you don't know what is happening over here, make sure that you watch the previous parts. Okay, we have discussed in complete detail the skewness and the kurtosis. Okay, and skewness, I can guarantee you 100% question again going to come. 100% question will come on skewness and kurtosis. Definitely they are going to ask about this. positive, negative, memorize this thing by heart. Okay, and positive is just the opposite. This is the positive one, this is the negative one. Okay, and if you are confused with this diagram, go and revise once again. I have deliberately told like this, okay, so that you can revise whether I am telling wrong or not. Okay, now measure of dispersion and measure of central tendency. What is the correct answer? Option number first is the correct answer. Just what we solved in the small one or the large one, that area is similarly called as the measures of dispersion. Okay, and what are measures of dispersion? You are going to find out shortly. Okay, see, measures of central tendency. They are going to confuse you with this central point and measures of central tendency. What are measures of central tendency? You will have mean, median, and mode. Okay, go and take your 10th class book. You will find these kinds of things there also. Okay, so option number one is the correct answer. Let's move ahead to question number 9-7. See, just simply leave this. This is a very bad question. Just leave this. In a mesocortic or normal distribution, 4 is equals to 2, 4, 3. What they want to say, I am not able to comprehend, and I will, if I would have been giving this examination, simply skip. Okay, it is just out of the box or scenario, and they will never ask. The standard deviation is. They want to ask about the standard deviation, and they have given 4 is equals to 2, 4, 3. And in my entire life or your also life, okay, you would have never seen such kind of statement. There two numericals are given like this, as long as you are not solving any what that banking examination and all those things. Okay, 4 is equals to 2, 4, 3. Very bad question, just leave this. Okay, so now, but you want to correct answer on the answer key, it is 3. Okay, all right, let's move forward. It is not going to come again. If comes, answer 3. The moments about mean are called. The moments about mean are called as raw moment, central moment, moment about origin, or all of the above. What they are called, the moments about mean are called as the central moments. Okay, just get this much, central moments. If the same thing comes, answer it and move ahead. Don't waste your time on such questions which are less but see, this is IMP. You need to calculate how to you need to understand how to calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation is very IMP, variance is very IMP, measures of central tendency is IMP, and what that NPC is IMP. All these topics of your NFSU are very important for you. Okay, definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions, 10 questions you will definitely get from these topics only. So now, what is this? This is again a data set. For this data set, what is the standard deviation? It is 2.236. Then standard deviation of the values 4, 8, 12, 16 is. And once you calculate, you will get the answer as 4.472. Okay, don't worry, calculate this, you will get the same answer. And if you don't know how to calculate this thing, then you need to learn again. Okay, how to calculate the standard deviation. Now, moving forward, this thing to compare the variation of two or more than two series we use. Okay, for this we'll come next. 94. Wait, now this is the ratio of the standard deviation to the arithmetic mean expressed as a percentage. Wait, if this thing and this thing. Okay, now we are coming to question number 91, from where the story starts for you. The positive square root of the mean of the squares, mean of the squares of the deviation. So let's suppose we are having this deviation of observations from their mean is called as. Will we call this as a variance or variance? Will we call it as a range and standard deviation and coefficient of variation? Now see, range you have studied already, that wherever we are having this data set, highest minus lowest, we get the range. So obviously option number second is not going to be the answer. Okay, now what they are saying, the positive square root. If you know what is square root, this is a square and this is square root. Okay, I hope you know this much, and if you don't know, you need to know this thing for your this entrance exam. Okay, this is square root, the positive square root. Here only the answer lies. Okay, of the mean of the squares, mean of the squares of the deviations of observations from their mean is called as. And what is the answer for this? The answer for this is your standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation is the correct answer, not the variance, option number 3. Okay, but now here CMP membership comes in. Okay, now this is from the CMP one. If you are a part of the CMP program, you will get this in your group. Now range, variance, standard deviation and coefficient of variation. What is range? It is the, what is the purpose for this? The maximum and minimum difference, highest minus lowest, same thing, units same as data. That is not of importance right now. Now variance. What is variance? Average squared deviation from mean. Now what is mean? As soon as you saw this mean, draw in your head this NPC again. Average squared deviation from the mean. So from the mean can mean it this side also or this side also. Average squared deviation. Okay. And I guess you know this much. Even if it is negative, you square it becomes positive. If I am right, if the maths is that good. Okay. Now what is standard deviation? It is spread of data around mean. Around mean spread of data. Okay. And now what is coefficient of variation? It is the relative variability. And what does variability means? What is varying? Okay, it is called as not what is varying, but what is the meaning of vary? To vary means that something is changing. Okay, and coefficient of variation is called, the purpose is for the relative variability. Okay, we are not so sure, but we want the relative one for this particular thing. Units are in percentage. Okay, don't worry, you will get all this in your head right now. By the time you would have understood that variance is a important topic as well as standard deviation. 4 to 3 questions are coming from this particular topic only, and to get success in 2025 also was the complete parts and this video as well, and revise and memorize the topics that have been mentioned. Okay, now what is the formula for variance? If I am not wrong, x minus x bar the whole square divided by n. Okay, this is the formula where what this is the mean. Okay, these are the values. Okay, and this is the total number of values. And what is standard deviation? The symbol of standard deviation is what? The symbol of standard deviation is this sigma. I guess this is sigma. Okay, this is the symbol for what? This is the symbol for standard deviation. I know you will never understand this thing from what I am explaining it right now. Okay, I know you will not able to grasp that quickly, but now see the magic. Okay, you are watching my video. See, this is your NPC. Again, I will draw. Now, okay, now we'll move towards the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale. Okay, now for this, what is the mean? Mean is 100. Mean is 100. Okay, so I can write m is equals to 100. M will mean what? M will mean your mean. Okay, now what is the standard deviation in Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale? If you have ever studied and if you are giving this examination, I hope you definitely know this thing, that the standard deviation is what? It is 15. Okay, that is why we get in 1 SD the value of 115, in 2 SD we get the value of 130, and in third one we get the value of 145. Okay, what is the difference? 15, 15, 15. Likewise, this side also we will just deduct 85, 70 and 55. Difference of 15, 15, 15. Now see, this 15, 15, 15 difference is what? This is your standard deviation. Now what is mean? Mean is your 100. Now how far the scores are getting deviated or getting away? By 15, then by 30, then by 45. By 15, by 30 and then by 45. And can I write this 15 as this? Okay, now you get to understand what is this concept. Okay, now this is the, I can say not mnemonic, but this is the symbol for your standard deviation. Okay, so now this is what? This is your, this sigma sign is what? This is your standard deviation. Always remember this thing, it will help you for your entire life. Okay, this sigma. Now if I say for the what, if you have read the ebook, you will find not find these much elaboration, but yes, you will find. If I tell you about z score, what is the mean for this z score? What is the mean for z score? It is 0. Okay, mean is 0. And what is the standard deviation? It is 1. That is why when I will draw, every time this will come in picture. Okay, this thing will come in picture, the NPC will come again and again. So if I am telling you the z score, okay, so can I write z score as 0? Now what is the standard deviation? Standard deviation is 1. This is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. This is how we make the z score. This is -1, -2 and -3. Okay, so now this is the standard deviation for what? For your z score. Now for t score, what you will get? The mean you will get 50, and for the t score you will get the deviation as 10. So always remember, this sigma sign stands for what? It stands for the standard deviation. Okay, so from 50 to 60, these scores are getting deviated. Okay, from here to here. Now from 60 to 70, the scores are getting deviated. Okay, so if somebody is scoring 61, that score, and if somebody is scoring 69, it is a difference. Okay, That is the point over here, and now it will become so simple for you. Now you get to understood what is this standard deviation. Okay, so if I am telling you the standard deviation is 10, can you calculate the variance? Can you calculate the variance or variance? The answer is no right now, but yes, now you can. To calculate the variance from the SD, from the standard deviation, what you need to do is you need to just square. So if I tell you 10 square, how much it will be? It will be 100 over here. Okay, so now variance is 100. So if I tell you if your standard deviation is 1, what will be the variance? 2? No, it will be 1 only. 1 square is equals to 1 only. Okay, so now if I tell you standard deviation is 10, what will be the variance? It will be 100. What you are doing is you are just squaring it. Okay, now let's find the magic now. If I tell you that you have variance as 100, and now I am telling you you need to calculate the standard deviation, can you do that? Can you do that? You know, from this square is equals to your, sorry, this square will give you what? This will give you the value for this thing. Okay, this is deviation square. Okay, so now if you have the value of 100 as deviation square, now in, let's suppose in maybe in second class, third class, fourth class, fifth class, you would have done this thing. Okay, you would have taken 3 square is equals to 9 ma'am or sir. Okay, and now when the ma'am or sir has told you to do the square root for this, what you have done, you have taken square root, and what is the value? Value is 3. The same thing will apply or imply or apply with over here. When you will do the square root of 100, what is the value you will get? You will get the value of standard deviation. This is 10, and this is your sigma square. Okay, now I hope the concept of standard deviation and concept of variance is clear to you now. And now see where the answer lies. The positive square root of the positive. As soon as you saw the square root, the answer is going to be standard deviation of the mean of the squares of the deviation of observations for their mean. They have calculated 100 over here. They want to ask you what is the value. This is the value. So standard deviation is this particular thing. Okay, now whenever you have the value of sigma, if you square that, you will get the value of your variance. Okay, and what is the formula for variance? Formula for variance is equals to x minus x bar the whole square summation of divided by n. Okay, so mean of the squares of the deviation of the observations from their mean. I mean, they have calculated all the means, I mean all the observations. Okay, so this is the particular thing. Now how to calculate mean? Can you be, are you able to calculate the mean? Not are you able, what English? No, are you able to figure this out, how to calculate mean? Mean can be calculated by 1 2 3 4 5 6. Can you calculate the mean for this? Yes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 divided by 6. You will just simply add this thing and you will get the value of mean. So now what you will do, 1 minus the value of mean, what it is 3.5 the whole square, and like this. Okay, you will do this and you will get the value of what? You will get the variance. And when you get the variance, just square root of that and you will get the standard deviation. Okay, now I hope the variance is clear, range is clear, and standard deviation is pretty much clear. Okay, now what is coefficient of variation? Let's find out in the next question. The answer, no, not in this one, but in this one. The ratio of the standard deviation, the ratio of the standard deviation to the arithmetic mean expressed as a percentage is called what? Coefficient of standard deviation, coefficient of skewness, coefficient of kurtosis. Have you ever heard in the all the parts I have mentioned coefficient of skewness? There is no such thing. Coefficient of kurtosis, there is no such thing. Coefficient of standard deviation, no such thing for now. What is the correct answer going to be? It is going to be coefficient of variation. They have just asked the formula in a numerical, I mean in the alphabetical way. Now, how to calculate coefficient of variation? It is standard deviation divided by mean into 100. Okay, this is the formula for coefficient of variation. The ratio of the standard deviation to the arithmetic mean. See, I have written just the same thing as expressed as a percentage. How you will write percentage? Divide by into 100. See, if I tell you 15%, what you will do? 15 by 100 into 100. Okay. Now the ratio of the standard deviation to the arithmetic mean divided by arithmetic mean into 100. This is called as what? This is called as the coefficient of variation. Okay. Not kurtosis, not skewness, and not the standard deviation also. Okay, I hope you are enjoying. Make sure that you like the video. Now to compare the variation of two or more than two series. Now this is a knowledge factual one. To compare the variation of two or more than two series, we use combined standard deviation, corrected standard deviation, coefficient of skewness, this thing is never going to be coming into the picture. Okay, so what is the correct answer over here? The correct answer is your option number 3, coefficient of variation. That is why you have seen in that image table I showed, coefficient of variation is what? It is a relative variability. Relative variability in a percentage. What is the formula? SD divided by mean into 100. They can give you to calculate this thing this time as well. Okay. Now moving forward to the next one. Okay, we have done this one. So I guess we are done with all the things over here. All the questions we have done, leaving apart this one. Now if SDX, what they want to say is standard deviation of X is how much? It is 6. Standard deviation of y is how much? 8. So let's suppose and x and y are independent random variables. So 6 and 8 are the standard deviation. Now then standard deviation of x minus y. 6 minus 8, x minus y will be what? Now see what you learned in the previous, in this video only about standard deviation and variance, that will come into picture. Okay, so to calculate the standard deviation of x minus y, we have different formulas, but for independent variables or independent random variables, we have this particular formula. To calculate the standard deviation of x comma, I mean x minus y is equals to what you will take? You will take the square root of variance of x plus variance of y. But sir, you will say you don't have the variance of x and variance of y, but you have the standard deviation given as 8 and standard deviation of x given as 6. Okay, so now in this beautiful screen you just learn standard deviation is denoted by this sigma sign and variance is denoted by this sigma square sign. So if I tell you that the standard deviation is 6, what will be this 6 square? How much that will be? It will be 36. Clear enough? Okay. Now if I tell you the standard deviation is 8, what you will do? You will 8 the whole square. How much it will be? 64. So now what you need to do is you need to add this up. How much it will be? It will be 64 and 6, 70, 30, 100. Okay. So now you get the value of variance of x plus y. You get the variance of x plus variance of y, the value as 100. And what we have the square root because we want the SD. Okay, so first from this standard deviation we change to the variance portion, and from that variance we are coming back to again the standard deviation. So if I get the variance as 100, if I just do the square root, what will I get? I will get the value of standard deviation, and that is our option number second. 10 is the correct answer over here. Okay. Alright, so with this we are done with this complete series of your nfsu Mphil Clinical Psychology 2023 question paper, and I hope you enjoyed all the 10 parts and you have watched all the 10 parts that are available for you. So you can just go and check the playlist particularly for your nfsu examination if you are giving for 2025, 26, whenever that year is, because whichever year you are giving the examination, it will definitely help you and you even will make you to fetch more marks than others. Okay, all right. And for the free stuffs, you can join the Telegram channel given by the link in the description, and to boost your preparation you can join in the CMP membership yearly program, from where you can get amazing stuffs to study and to boost your preparation. Okay, but the situation remains the same. Whatever 4 books I have mentioned that are available absolutely free, the paper, the thing, your qualification, all depends on this thing. If you do this thing properly, you will get all what you want. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Make sure that you share with this all your friends of NFSU, and wish you all the very best for the upcoming examination. Follow all the videos, watch all the videos, and whatever has been mentioned in those, make sure that you implement this in the exam hall. The paper is going to be very, very super easy for you now. Just watch all the 10 parts, revise from the 4 books, the 2 books mainly, C and A, and repeat again and again, revise again and again, watch these videos again and again, and try to make your statistics portion pretty solid. And see you soon as a clinical psychologist. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.